Hello, it's Danielle from Sip and Chat, and we are here in sunny Cuba. So anyone watching, don't worry about Hurricane Rafael. It is right on the edge. So I didn't come live yesterday just due to the overcast, and I just so we wanted to make sure that we were able to get it out today. So please like and subscribe. So today we are actually asking some questions. So Joe is going to help me out with what's going on with our questions.
So this is subscriber questions that we got, and thank you very much for submitting the questions, because this is what we were hoping that people would do, so we can just answer along with you. So I know it's supposed to be a vacation, but we still want to touch out to them, reach out to the people. So
well, my mind works overtime too, right? So
lots of thinking time down here.
uh-huh.
All right, so we're going to start with the first question. This comes courtesy of Bruce. Bruce asks, as a grandfather, you ask your 3-year-old grandchild to do something, and his response is, "I'm not available," and walks off. How do you respond to that?
Oh, Bruce. I just thank you for the question, by all means. Bruce, I would get extremely curious as to where that statement came from, right? Because our 3-year-olds are little sponges, God bless them, but that's a conversation he's hearing around the house, so that's a conversation that he's overheard. However, I would get curious. I would really ask him what's more important in his little world than what's important that you're asking him to do right now. So I tell a lot of caregivers to get curious about what their little brains are thinking and to just ask questions. So, and then I would actually sway him in the next direction, and I would validate what he's feeling, and then I would ask for his assistance and probably do it along with him. So have it as a teachable, have it as a fun, have it as a partnership, you and him doing it together, and then he can see that he's not alone in what's going on. So that's what I would do. Good luck, Bruce. You can let me know how that works for you.
All right, we're going to go to question number 2. We're going to keep it short for everybody today. It's very hot today. It's about 35 with the humidity, but there's a nice breeze. So anyhow, question number 2. This is an anonymous question. Have you ever thought about going into private practice? You've had many professionals ask you this over the years, so people are just wondering about you in a private practice.
You're right. I have had lots of people ask me if I would like to do private practice. Joe, you were one of them.
Yes,
because when I got my BA, definitely I'm able to hang a shield of my own. I don't know. I don't have an answer for you guys. To be honest, I was honored again when I was asked just last week if I wanted to do private practice and if I was interested. I want to be with families. I want to support families. I want to support children. I want to give strategies, suggestions, ideas, well wishes. I want to be boots on the ground. And not that you can't be boots on the ground. I don't want to deal with politics. I don't want to deal with I don't want to deal with the money component. I would rather just give my support to an agency, and I work for an absolutely beautiful agency, and I see how hard they work to get funding and to do the political dance, and that is not me. I don't, maybe Joe says that he is overseeing this channel, so maybe that'll be a next endeavor for Joe and I to tackle together, is my private practice. But I don't ever want to deal in politics. I don't ever want to deal in the money component. I just want to give ideas and suggestions to families to try, and to come back and ask more questions. So yeah, private practice is not on my to-do list right now.
I have a personal question that
You're not allowed to.
I'm going to ask you about how do you deal with annoying people at the resort when they really bother you? Things like that. How do you use your nice words first and not use it?
Honey, you and I are built very differently. It doesn't bother me. I look at it as human. I look at it as people are just being people. It bothers you. So I can understand you have a little bit more of you wrap yourself around people that embrace you and that love you, and it's a quiet environment. And if you don't have it, you find your quiet environment, aka tummy time. All my friends know that my hubby loves tummy time, but that is not my world. I'm okay with watching it from a distance. You know, one thing that I've noticed is I was always like, this generation, this, you know, but what I'm noticing with our young trainees here in Cuba, it's a 2024 mentality that our young kids have. So it's not an Ontario thing. It's not ownership. When we're teaching ownership to our kids, it's a generational thing. Absolutely none of the young trainees here are taking ownership for things that have been forgotten. But the mamas and the papas that have been here the entire 15 times that we've been here, they take ownership, they apologize, but our young 20-year-olds that are serving the bar and serving the people right now, they take zero ownership. So it is an age thing. It's a generational thing. It's not an Ontario thing. It's not a Canada thing. It's not a what's wrong with our kids. It is a world that they are growing up in. So
Not all that much different than what we have.
I still stick to the fact, and I've said this to a number of my parenting groups, there's nothing wrong with going back to the basics and slowing our kids' worlds down. Our worlds come at our kids so fast. Technology comes at our kids so fast. And there's nothing wrong with you encouraging them to wait, take a moment. It's something you have to think about, slow their world down. And if they can't do it, then do it for them. So with that, I think we're done for the day.
And we'll just once again give that update about Hurricane Raphael. It is Category 2, but heading off to the west end of the island. So we hope that everybody stays safe over there. We have actually beautiful weather here where we are today. So we've been very fortunate to miss that altogether. But we hope that everybody that might be in the path of this does stay safe. But for now, we are just, we're fine here, and we're just going to continue on for the next
enjoy our
weeks.
water for a little bit.
That's right. So thanks, folks. I'm going to send it back to Danielle.
Like and subscribe, and please send in more questions. I've got a couple of them lined up, but Bruce's question was amazing. And please send in more questions, and go be fabulous.